Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for July 9th. In 1716, Mission Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe de los Nacogdoches was founded among Nacogdoches Indians in the far northeast corner of Spanish territory. It was unsuccessful in converting these Indians, but did offer French influence in the area. The mission was abandoned in 1773 when France ceded Louisiana to Spain. 6 years later, its buildings became the nucleus of the Nacogdoches settlement. In 1839, President Mirabeau B. Lamar wrote a letter to Colita, a Cauchada Indian leader, expressing regret over recent disturbances between Indians and white settlers. He announced the appointment of an agent for the Cauchadas to mediate in future issues between the Indians and settlers. Apparently, Lamar was beginning to acknowledge the neutral position the Cauchadas had taken during the Texas Revolution. In 1857, a stage carrying mail and passengers left San Antonio for San Diego in what was the first transcontinental mail and passenger service. Everyone on this first coach was a through passenger. The westbound coach reached San Diego on August 30th after 52 grueling days, but after the first few trips, the average trip time was about 28 days. George H. Giddings and James Birch of Massachusetts initiated this so-called San service. In 1861, in Nueces County, Edward R. Oliver registered his muleshoe brand, an inverted U-shape, which his wife Belindy C. Oliver designed in about 1844. Several succeeding generations of the family continue to use the brand. Other researchers have used various forms of the muleshoe since about 1860. In 1878, Blas Maria Herrera passed away. Herrera was born in San Antonio and, as a result of his actions during the struggle for independence, was often referred to as the Paul Revere of Texas. He was a member of the assault force against the Alamo in December 1835. He reported General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna's approach to the Alamo in February 1836 and escorted Jose Antonio Navarro and Jose F. Ruiz to sign the Texas Declaration of Independence at Washington on the Brazos. Herrera is buried in the Ruiz Herrera Cemetery on family land. And in 2014, a shooting occurred in a home in Spring, leaving 6 family members dead, 4 of them children, and a lone survivor. After several hours siege by police, 34-year-old Ronald Lee Haskell was apprehended. The victims were relatives of his ex-wife. Haskell had mistreated his ex-wife as well as his own mother. Haskell was found guilty of capital murder and given the death penalty. Well, that, my friend, sorry to end on that down note, but that was your Texas History Roundup for July 9th. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you back here tomorrow on the next one. You take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.